Hi everyone. Today I'm going to record the 37th chapter of my novel Farishta. So let's begin. This morning they announced the names of those people who were going to asylum center, which was like army barracks. They announced as well the people who had to stay here. My name was in those people who were going to that asylum center, which was like barrack. There was no football match today. It was Thursday. There were two matches tomorrow. Both were quarter final. One was between Germany and America, and other was between England and Brazil. I started preparing to go to asylum center, which was like barrack. I went to ask the laundrette that my jeans and t-shirt is washed or not. But I found straight away my answer when I saw my t-shirt. That Sri Lankan lady who was talking with African guy on Bible topic, she was wearing my t-shirt. She had one daughter as well. For me, it was impossible to ask her to give me back my t-shirt. I bought this t-shirt in Corso Italia in Arezzo from the Sash shop. It was my favorite t-shirt, but but luckily I found my jeans which I bought from Benetton's. This pair of jeans which I bought from Benetton, it was this also I bought it in Corso Italia in Arezzo. I washed it many times, so it was a bit faded, worn and torn from knees, but it was part of fashion, so it didn't look bad. I took my jeans swiftly, changed it in nearest washroom, and the pair of jeans which that lady gave me, I gave it to the laundrette for washing. After having breakfast, I took my walk towards lake. I dodged my companions and went to Kreuzlingen city. There was road for the lake. There was one road for the lake and the other road was towards city. And it was on the other side of the railway station. It was quite wide road. The road which was next to the railway station, on that road there was internet cafe where I left my mobile. That gentleman who had mustache, I thought about him. What he must be thinking about me that I left my mobile and didn't go there to collect my mobile. I thought I will go to the asylum center and after a few days I'll go and collect my mobile, but I thought it's not good. Nobody has mobile in the asylum center, so it's not nice if I'll keep the mobile with me. Maybe it will cause me a problem. So I forgot about taking the mobile from the shop, from the that internet center. I came to Swiss to apply the political asylum, and I wanted to become legal. This was the only way to become legal in Swiss. When you come to Switzerland, you apply for the political stay. I was thinking about these things and I was walking in the bazaar, looking at the shops. The tourists were sitting in the verandas of the shopping arcades. Some shops and restaurants had flags of different countries. Some had the flags of football teams. Most of the flags were of Brazil, and few shops and restaurants they had the Turkey's flags as well. So I found it straight away. It means Turkish people are there are some Turkish people as well who are living here. There were many swans. They had many colors and they were placed at different places. I asked someone about these swans, who made these swans. He didn't answer me. He didn't answer me about this, but he gave a brochure about these swans, which had all the explanations about these swans, who made them and where they are placed. There were total 15 swans, and they were at different places of Kreuzlingen. The speciality of these swans, they were different from each other. The Kreuzlingen bazaar was neat and clean, and it was very wide. On both sides of the road, there were quite high trees. I entered in a garden. There were beautiful patterns made with flowers. Garden was full of flowers. For a while, I thought I am walking in some garden of Islamabad. The only difference was that in my country, spring season starts in the month of April, in the month of March and April. But here in Kreuzlingen, the spring started in the month of June. In Kreuzlingen, the flowers are blossoming in the month of June. There were few people in the garden, maybe because it was working day, and I had to go back before 12 o'clock because it was time for lunch. I still had 50 minutes. I did a little tour of garden and then started walking on the road. Now shops started decreasing, and across the road there was supermarket. Like Italy, there are Ipercoop and Esselunga, or Despar and Eurospar. Here in Swiss, for the food stuff, there's a big food chain. It's called Migros. The store which was across the road was called Migros. I didn't have even a single penny, so there was no point to go inside the store. I continued walking on that road. No, there were no shops and showrooms. The residential area started. Then few houses left. Now I was on the quiet road. On both sides of the road, there weren't any trees, but there were bushes. At last I saw 3-story building. It had blue color and windows were white. I thought it must be some hotel. When I went close to that place, my guess was very right. It was a hotel, and it was called Blue Hotel. Since I came to Swiss, after swans, this was the second thing which inspired me, which impressed me. The white windows were looking very good with that blue building. Some cars were parked in the parking. In one corner of the hotel, there was wooden board written on it, Blue Hotel. I didn't have watch, so I thought I should go back. It's time to go back. It could have been dangerous for me if I stayed longer. So I started walking on the road underneath those trees, which were on the both sides of the road, which were on the sides of the road. Where I came first night, when I arrived in Kreuzlingen, I noticed one thing, that the shadow of the trees was changed. I think the shadow of the trees and the shadow's direction changed at 90-degree angle. As everyone knows, Earth revolves around Sun and Moon revolves around Earth. So there are 365 days. So it means the sun, the shadow, it changes its direction every day. So we can see the 365 shades of these shadows. So every day we see the different shadow. As moon revolves around Earth, so that's why it shows us different forms and shapes of moon. It comes out every day from a different part. We don't know, but it changes its place every day. Now I was walking in front of the net cafe where I left my mobile. The net cafe was closed. I went to the tunnel. I went to the tunnel kind of place, which is called subway, and came to Kostanstraße. Then I turned toward Dubelstraße, where our camp was. I went to my camp. I went to my camp straight away. Security guard searched me. Then he allowed me to enter inside. When I entered inside, I saw strange commotion. I found Maqsood standing in a corner. I asked him, "What happened?" He told me some Mongolian guy had fight with security guard. Then police came and they took him away. I said, "What was the reason of fight?" He said, "I don't know the truth. I don't know the truth, but everyone was saying that it was security guard's fault." I was curious about this. I wanted to know the reality. The Mongolian guy whom police arrested, he was the one who offered me coffee other day, and I was very much thankful to him. After lunch, I went to the garden and positioned myself on a grass and relaxed for a while. That Sri Lankan lady was enjoying sun as well with the daughter. She was wearing my sash t-shirt. I didn't like it, but I didn't say anything to her. I found Michael in the garden. I said hello hi to Michael, and after this, I asked him curiously, "I heard police came in our center, in our camp." He said, "Yes, they came. Some Mongolian guy quarreled with security guard." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because security guard used abusive language for that Mongolian boy." I said, "But how he knew that he was cursing?" He said, don't you know that Angola was the colony of Portugal?" I said, "I don't know. But what's the relation between Portugal and Angola and that guy?" He said, "There is a relation. The official language of Angola is Portuguese. The security guard knew Portuguese language. In fact, he is Swiss, but his parents migrated from Portugal to Spain, to Swiss. The security guard treated that Angolan guy very badly. When he shouted and refused to accept what security guard was saying, then he cursed him in Portuguese language. But he didn't know that this Angolan guy knew Portuguese language. As the security guard cursed him, that Angolan guy kicked him and smashed his two front teeth. Ambulance came and took security guard. Other security guard controlled that Angolan boy. He tried to escape, but it was difficult. Finally, police came and arrested him. I felt very bad all about this. I said, "So they will send him back?" Michael said, "As long as the tribunal will announce final judgment, he will stay in lockup. It's quite possible they will accept his asylum application." I was curious that how that slim Mongolian guy kicked that strong security guard. Thank you very much. I hope you like my video. Like my video, subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, and the winter has started in Europe, especially in France. Today is the first day. It's autumn and it's winter. It's started together. So thank you very much for the next chapter. Bye bye.